Someone screenshot that. If it's on the chat, someone screenshot it.
It's there. It's still there. It's not going away.
Get her. So, okay, if you're in chat, screenshot that. That would be great. That would be useful. That would be wonderful. Sorry, we were, as always, it was I wouldn't say a rush to the finish there, but we were just having a lovely, lovely, friendly pop.
Still there. It's not going away.
Oh, there we go.
Are
we on?
Who's watching ourselves?
Hi. Hello. I was trying to finish my notes and I didn't finish them.
You are very welcome along to Rise of the Forsaken here Sunday night with D8 Dungeon, wherever you are. If you're like us, if you're settled indoors against this isn't Storm Eunice, Revenge of the Eunice, is it?
The Cunis Storm before the Eunice.
This is what Storm what?
I don't know.
Did we even name this one? This one was worse than Eunice. We're currently battening down the hatches at the moment because the weather outside is terrible. So wherever you are, I hope it's a lot nicer than where we are, both in Ireland and in game, because someone's walking around with a lovely hole in her hand, which is apparently
the fashion.
Trend-setting. She's trend-setting.
It whistles as she walks.
It was the fashion at the time.
Yes. Look what I can do. I can blow bubbles.
Ooh. Oh no, dip it in soapy water.
Giving me ideas. Stop it.
It's going to be the latest TikTok trend.
Oh no.
Okay, I think we got that out of our system, everybody. I think we're all just hyper. So... yeah, welcome along to chapter, again, I don't have this wrong, chapter 9, After the Dawn.
Correct.
I am the person that comes up with the names of the chapters, and they elude me from time to time. My name is Declan, I'm your Dungeon Master. I am joined, as always, by Fiona as Nulra, James as Umbra, Eilish as Diara, Kat as Mooney, and Emma as Regiment. And in the grand old tradition of the third time we've done it, fourth time. This is the fourth time we've done it now, I think. We are going to give you a quick recap on what happened in the last session, just in case you missed it or you haven't caught up with it on YouTube yet or whatever it might be. We roll a d6 before the stream begins to determine which one of us is going to be doing the recap from our characters' perspectives. And whoever rolled last, or whoever had to do the recap last, has to roll this session's d6. Kat did it last. Kat rolled the d6. Kat is doing it again.
Oh no. I think we've got some audience interaction with this one.
Okay.
So I was writing up the notes from last session on my notes my little notebook before we started, but I only got halfway through. So I'm going to read the good notes and then I'll switch to the bad notes. And you have to try and figure out at what stage did I switch. Okay.
Brilliant.
So, session 8. The sun rises. The children stand in a field of violet forget-me-nots. The orphanage is in charred ruins. Smoke bellows in the distance. Nature has reclaimed the village. The children split off to find resources for their journey. Umbra and Diara head towards the village while Regiment and Nulra wrestle. Minnie and Brassica head to the barn to try to find Garrow, but they find the remains of Baru instead. Baru wakes and is panicked. He asks for Aaron and falls still when Umbra touches him. Umbra investigates the body and finds that Baru's body is oozing black ichor and is made out of both flesh and material. Umbra is heated. Minnie continues to the barn, which is littered with animal remains. As her sisters gather camping gear, Minnie tells a final story to her animal friends. A vision of Valeria appears and speaks in riddles. The world sits dangerously on an edge. Take these and be safe. A small chest marked with 5 sigils of the gods appear. Oh, you'll have to forgive me with these pronunciations. Midia, Aru, Kuga, Olam, and Duvda. Umbra dispatches the vials within the chest to his siblings before a woman and her wolf mount appears at the gate. Tildra, Buckwheat, and Seamus. Empress assassinated? Ancient religious site? Their conversation with I almost said Tilda Swinton. Their conversation with Sister Tilda is cut short as a carriage flanked by horsemen is approaching. Umbra is pulled up into Seamus as the gang begins their escape. Most of the horse lads are dispatched and Mooney upsets the carriage with a firebolt. A half-elf man emerges from the wreckage. Sister Tilda pickpockets Umbra and steals his vial before pushing him off Seamus. Regiment throws axe. Misses. Nulra reckless attacks. Has hole in hand. She's gotten away. Mooney magic missiles. Kills horseman, sad face. Out of carriage. Man with moustache. Where is Vulture? Bounty be bigger. Tilda Swinton has stolen the vials.
A+.
I couldn't tell where
Yay.
it switched from good to bad, so
Did you figure it out?
no, it was all good. It was a trick question.
I will finish those later.
I'm sorry, Kat. Wes Anderson is going to owe you royalties for the next film he puts out. Like, because
There we
And-
go. Let's play.
So, and Kat, you have recap inspiration. So
Yay.
remember, as determined, use it this session or lose it. Just
I have to remember. I keep
session.
forgetting. Let me bring up my D&D Beyond.
You
and again, who else had it? James, you had it as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to use it this session because it's gone. That was the deal. And it doesn't
Regiment had it.
stack. Regiment
you,
has it as
Regiment?
well. No, Regiment used it.
Oh, you used it, did you?
No, I didn't use it, but I have it from the session before last. So
You still have it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't use it
Yeah.
last session.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fiona the DM has declared that you have it, Emma.
Great, thanks.
Okay, so Fiona, if you'd like to start the game, then that'd be great.
Everyone level up.
Yay!
Clearly, the stream's been hacked. You people aren't leveling up for another year. Okay.
Why do I believe that?
We
Oh,
joke. We
no.
joke around here, but that's pretty
Oh.
true.
You're all
We-
soft beans.
We are going to we're picking this up right where we left it with Nulra having pulled an arrow out of the palm of her hand. She's now able to do that cool thing where she can spy through it.
And I've got less wind resistance, so that's
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
We
You
did
can-
forget one thing. Rick and Raven.
Nobody
Use
tell
our-
them. Don't
use our
tell them
code,
you
do you-
did that.
No,
Dungeon.
it's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret. Not tell them. Not tell them.
Tell them to break.
Don't use it. Don't. Shut.
Don't. Yeah.
Shut. I cast a
Um,
modified
By these
memory.
amazing journals.
Yes,
Yay.
don't. They're just for us. They're just for us. If you missed it 2 weeks ago, we announced that we are working with the Rook and the Raven, and if you're game, if you're like me and you just love a good notebook, every player, every DM needs a good notebook. I am currently using a crappy one.
Oh, nice.
Terrible. This is just terrible. This isn't even a joke. This is from my old office job. It literally states the name of the system we used to use, report book, and I've clearly ripped out all the pages at the start where I had stuff written. So
Declan, it sounds like you could use a Rick and Raven journal
I
for
think I could.
15% off with our code D8 Dungeon at the checkout.
Cat, I could, and if only there was somebody in the game that was willing to buy me one.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. No.
Hmm.
I don't have money.
If
Any
there's, anyone
volunteers?
if there's anybody in the game that wants to live, you will buy me one.
Anyone in chat? Anyone in chat?
Anyone in chat want to replace one of these cheapskates? But no, we have an affiliate link with the Rook and the Raven. It's you get a 15% discount on some wonderful TTRPG accessories. You can customize them to your heart's content. And if you use our code D8 Dungeon at the end, as Kat said in the checkout, not only are you getting some wonderful, wonderful goodies, but a portion of that comes to us, and it helps us do more things because we are planning on a stupid amount of things, like just a ridiculous amount of things, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, that is our Rook and the Rook and the Raven news. And again, I think if it isn't in chat, it'll be in chat. There's a little thing we can do. We'll let you know. We are, that's how it works. I just do this, and that's code for the techie to go, oh my god, help.
I did forget the chat command for it. I remembered.
I was like, I can't remember what it is. Just post it.
Somebody post it. My
Okay.
wrists are killing me. So we have, we left it with the five of you still standing outside the ruins of the Red Orchard. Sister Tilda, Buckwheat, and Wolf, or Seamus, as he refers to be known as, having made their grand escape. The five of you are now confronted by what remains of the men that were chasing her, trying to arrest her. You're not quite sure. Just when you kind of thought you had a handle on it all, pun intended, a rather aggressive, burly-looking chap stepped out of the carriage with a very heavy crossbow on his hip. He asked where the vulture was. When I believe Nulra, came up with a quip. When Nulra made a smart-ass jive, he shot her in the hand.
I didn't open my mouth. I just pointed up.
Okay. I'll shoot you again. Put up your other hand. Okay. I need initiative rolls.
Oh no.
Oh, feck
Yeah.
this. Let's see how this goes.
Ugh.
Wow.
Ooh.
19.
Roll the right dice. That would help.
2.
Woohoo! Dirty 20 for me.
Oh, rude.
Okay.
I've had a chance to do the thing that gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Sure.
Did you touch yourself? Did Umber touch himself? It's not what you have to do. You touch yourself.
It's called a vigilant blessing, Fiona, and I thank
Yeah,
you to
read the
refer to it
description.
as such.
Read
No,
the description.
no,
Such a willing creature. Are you willing?
always. Never
Okay,
mind.
While we figured this out, Redmond, what did you roll?
You're muted, Emma.
My apologies. 21.
That's better than the dirty 20.
I don't know if y'all see it, but that was a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
Okay.
So that's 23 total. No, yeah.
Okay, so let me, because I've basically just been doing math for ye. Let me roll for my folks. Okay. I don't think these guys are particularly speedy.
What'd you get, Regiment? 21?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm filling it in on our little sheet here. I'm not just being rude. Fiona?
20. Dirty.
20. Mooney?
2.
/ Cat? 2. And Dayar?
19.
19. Beautiful. Thank you all.
And okay. Let me just do my list up very, very quickly. Someone do something entertaining for stream.
Skip that. Boop. Skip that.
Oh, no.
James, sing again. Come on.
No, go
Give
back
us
to
another
scanning.
song.
Go back to scanning. It's fine.
Fiona, would you like to regale us with the Rise of the Forsaken rap?
No. that will
There's a
never-
rap?
No, there's not, Cat.
Oh, there's a rap, Cat.
There's no rap.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
there's yeah.
I have
It's
not
I'm going
heard
to
this
delete that from WhatsApp so no one will ever hear it again.
I actually think I have it saved to my desk.
I also have
Don't
it.
worry
I
about it.
also have it saved. Yeah.
No.
Downloaded
This
a
is
copy
what
of it
happens when
last
you
week,
don't
actually.
back read. I have too
Yeah.
many group chats. I'm sorry.
No, it was very early in its inception. We'll release it as bonus content. It's fine.
No, we
Nice.
won't.
Yeah.
Get that on the Patreon.
I will release it unless Fiona buys me a Rook and Raven.
It was private. I will sue you for defamation if you release that.
You infringed on my game. So double suing you, that's Jeopardy. I win. Yahtzee, I don't know. Court is very confusing.
We'll settle this out of court. I'll give you a chicken fillet roll and a Rook and the Raven diary. You'll be
Nice.
fine.
Deadly. Okay, Umbra, you were up first.
Okay, so 2 people that I can see, a mage and a crossbowman, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, how far away is he from either of those?
So, how far is Umbra away?
Yes.
You are about 40 feet away because you were on. You were with Sister Tilda when she hoofed you off Seamus. So you were a little bit further away from everyone else. 30 feet. You were 40 feet away from the guy at the carriage. The war mage is a little further behind, about 60 feet. Because remember, he went tumbling out of the carriage with the grease and the fire. You haven't seen the driver of the carriage. You've just seen the hunter at the front. Again, mustachioed, slicked black hair with an undercut, dressed all in kind of deep, kind of bark brown leathers.
Is it fitted?
Yes, yeah, God, yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep telling, keep going.
But unfortunately, like the shirt is open and you can just see the kind of the chest hairs on. It's a bit sweaty. So yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be the other stream that we're going to do.
You know what? I was gonna heal Nora, but now I think she needs to just chill out a little bit. No, he
and
will.
because-
Nora's in
because
bits,
you-
isn't she? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I
Because
can
you-
do with a heal. Sorry.
It's not that bad.
Because you rolled a nat 20, you get 2 actions.
Tremendous.
So,
Beautiful.
as in
Love that.
an action, and then you take your turn. So you get to do one thing for free now.
Okay. Free thing. Approach and heal Nora with a cure wounds for 1d8 plus 3. So
Thanks, bro.
9 points of healing.
Oh yeah.
And second action will be to. He was like planning to fire off an arrow when he was on Wolfback, so I'm going to assume he didn't have his shield. So his second action will be to strap his shield on, and then like duck for cover behind some bushes or trees or wherever he can manage.
Okay. You can make your way towards the wall because there again it's the kind of the boundary wall of the Red Orchard is still standing, so you can always make your way over to that and kind of take that for cover if you wish.
Love that. Thank you.
Okay. Nora, as you hold your hand up to the kind of the overcast sky, and you just having yanked the arrow out of it, you see clear as day the hole in your hand, and blood has kind of run down your wrist. Your hand stings. You can't help but laugh, and not in a "God, that's hilarious." It's just shock. It's just there's just a giant hole in your hand, and as you stare up at it and you kind of let out a chuckle, and the others see it, you just feel a hand on your back, and the hole closes as white light just emanates off of Umbra, washes over you, and the pain in your hand vanishes. It feels slightly cold, but the hole is gone, and you're not in pain anymore. As quickly as you felt his hand touch you on the back, you feel him kind of slip away, and just out of the corner of your eye, you see him kind of skulking towards a wall, a stone wall, kind of pulling his shield up up around his shoulders, and holding it up kind of defensively. Regiment.
Cool. firstly, I'm going to turn to Umbra and be like, "Oh man, I wanted to try and make her catch stuff."
He just goes, no, it was too gross. That was nasty.
Oh, he was so cool. What's the coolest thing she's ever done?
Fucking hell.
um,
Say nothing.
how far am I from the two?
You are 30 feet from the guy at the carriage, so you're 30 feet from the carriage, and the mage that had also tried to cast Firebolt is another 10 feet away from that. So 30 feet and then 40 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna go 25 feet up to man in the carriage with my great axe. But before I swing, I'm gonna say, "What do you want? Why are you attacking us?"
You attacked us, you fucking prick.
Whoa, attitude! You go with the fireball and the grease and the fire and everything.
He looks back over his shoulder at like he just kind of half throws an eye over his shoulder at the mage. The mage shrugs her shoulders and then points at Mooney. And it was your fucking mate who made the puddle of shit on the fucking road. And then we lost control. I almost broke me fucking bleeding neck. And now you're helping the vulture get away.
Don't know what the vulture is, but we don't like that woman. Not on our side. Right? She's stolen from us. Circus dog. We're not into it. Right? So can we just take a second to all focus, especially on our attitudes? Just take a deep breath and maybe we can talk this out.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Why disadvantage?
Because you told him he had an attitude.
Okay, that's 16 and a 6.
Oh.
16 is good.
He just you just hear kind of from like between his mouth and his nose, and he just hawks a lump of
Don't you dare.
not at you, like at the ground. Anybody who's working with the fucking vulture doesn't make a difference. And he lifts the crossbow up off his hip and he points it at you, Regiment.
We're not working with her, but if this is how you want to do it, he's going to swing his great axe. That is a 24 to hit, and damage is sorry, just takes a sec. 15.
Okay.
Very nice.
As you as you're saying this to him, and he spits literally and figuratively back at you, raising his crossbow, you just take it straight away as an attack, and with your great axe still kind of in both hands, you swing. He goes to step back, but his movement is hindered by the carriage behind him, and where he tried to evade by just jumping, you see an open to strike, and you catch him right along along his underarm, across his elbow, and then a little bit across his chest. And you see the leather actually tear, and you can see blood.
Okay.
Bonus action?
Good question. Ooh, can I use my bonus action to disengage? I don't think I can I?
No.
No.
It's a rogue thing.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. Nora.
She's gonna look over to Regiment and say, "Ah, yes, I knew your great axe was good at attitude adjustment, my friend." And she's kind of disgusted. I know she spits and hawks and things at Regiment, but no one else is allowed to do that to her brother. So she's pretty pissed off that he did that. So, and the fact that Regiment tried to talk him out of it, which she doesn't really agree with. She'd rather just attack, but she appreciates the effort, and that didn't work. So she's a bit angry now. So she's going to enter her little rage, her calm rage, and attack this guy with her axe, because Regiment did it. So she's going to do it better. Maybe not. That is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit at all. As you go into a rage this time, Nulra, it's a little bit different. You don't like seeing it's like you said, it's perfectly fine for Nulra to belittle Redmond, to put him down, to wrestle with him, to spit at him, to call him all these awful things, but that's family. That's he knows you don't mean it, and you know he doesn't mean it. But to see somebody else do it, your blood is on fire. And where there's usually just that heat, that rising heat, as you grit your teeth, your eyes go milky white, and you just see everything kind of has just kind of a haze of mist or fog over it. And as you run your great axe, dragging and kind of slashing at the dirt and the muck around you, and you feel a kind of a cry bubbling up in your throat. Set on top of the carriage, you see a Goliath woman. She's just holding a great axe on her lap, and she's looking at you very, very intensely. Leaning against it, almost as if trying to scratch their back, you see a much older Goliath woman with this long, thick white braid just woven down her shoulder. And yeah, she definitely appears to be scratching her back off something. She's just trying to get an itch there. But as you draw closer to the hunter, the Goliath woman sitting down looks to be maybe about 20 years older than you. The woman scratching her back against the carriage, probably 60 years older than you. And then just slightly behind the hunter, close to the mage, just leaning on the handle of a battle axe, you see a dwarven woman, just with two long pigtails, kind of drooped over her shoulders, and she just waves at you and then gives you a thumbs up and a wink, and you feel the rage almost slip. You lose your bearings as your ancestors watch over you, and you swing and you just cleave into the wooden wheel of the wagon, snapping it, and everything goes back to normal.
They disappear.
Yeah.
Awesome. Did anyone else see them?
Nope, just you.
Just me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
Wow.
She's gonna try and act like she meant to do that to your man, like it was a warning blow. Can she pretend that was what it was?
Give me a performance check with disadvantage.
Oh wow. That would be a 6. And my first roll was a 15, so we both got screwed over at that disadvantage, Emma.
Oh no.
No, he doesn't believe for a second that you intentionally did that.
Yeah, she's not even going to say anything. She's just in shock after what she saw.
Okay. Any bonus actions?
No, she's just going to rip her axe out of the wheel and stand by her brother, just trying to control her breathing and looking around to see if anyone saw what she saw.
Oh yeah, good attempt. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Could have used the carriage probably, but
Yeah.
It's fine.
All good.
And with that sassy comment, Diara, you're up.
Where's the mage?
From where you currently stand in the road, 40 feet ahead of you. Regiment and Nulra, the hunter, and the carriage are currently blocking. Even you could hop into the field and go around.
I will do that. Well, hold on. But how far is the casting for Bane? 30 feet. So I will move 10 feet closer to him and then cast Bane. So it is a charisma save of 13.
Okay. How charismatic are they? That was a nat 20.
Oh
Fuck
no!
you! I have never once been able to bane your fucking characters in this game.
He
Are
takes
you
off.
saying Phlegm Dude is charming?
No, the other one.
War
Okay,
Mage.
that's
The
fine,
War Mage
that's
is she's exceptionally
Great.
charming.
That's okay.
I mean, she fell out of the carriage and managed to backflip or front flip and landed out, dying. So
It is Tilda Swinton.
it is Tilda. Bonus actions.
I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Umbra.
Okay. Yeah, Diara, you kind of caught between Sister Tilda and what just happened. Seeing Umbra kind of slink off to the side, you catch the War Mage, who appears to have kind of put both her hands together and is in deep concentration. Whatever she's preparing or doing, she seems to be focusing on something. You see an opening, and a scratching whisper rises in your throat, catches itself on the wind, and all of you hear it kind of rustle through the leaves and the grass around you, and it's annoying. It's like white noise and distorted. It washes over all of you, hits the mage, and you see her wince for a moment, and then there's just silence as the bane fails to take hold. Immediately, Diara just turns her head, snaps a look at Umbra, and that scratching hum in her throat clears, and there's just a low melody as she blinks and gives Umbra inspiration. Finally, I actually get a go to
Yay.
do something.
Leave us alone. Run away.
Just looking at you dead in the eye, Nulra, just the man in front of you looks kind of up at you, and he's about 6'2", so he's still looking up at you, holding kind of the crossbow defensively. He just, listen, love, okay?
Oh God, no.
Put that thing, and he kind of nods at Regiment, on a leash, yeah? And he slaps a free hand on the wood of the carriage and casts Summon Beast.
Oh no!
And leaping out of the wooden frame of the carriage, you all see a dog-like creature made of earth and wood and mud land, and just James made a face. It's like I've made a mistake when it comes to because I know it's a spirit beast, but it takes on a corporeal form.
No, but I love that I have that power over you. Sorry.
Okay.
Make him sweat, James.
It's just that rat look. I don't know if
His nose twitches.
it was either I said something wrong or there was cheese. The beast lands in the dirt just behind Regiment, and you just see the hunter kind of brace himself, and then the little mud dog is gonna take a chomp on Redmond.
Oh, he hungry.
Uh,
Nom, 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 nom.
But Regin's just a little snack.
He's just a little rat boy.
Summons mud dog.
19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
19 to hit. So that's 10 piercing damage, Regiment.
Yeah.
Cool.
The-
Walk it
Yeah.
off. Walk it off.
Can I do a reaction?
Yes, you can, yeah.
Or sorry, did you want to say something else there?
No, go on. Yeah, use your reaction.
So I want to use my stone rune as a reaction. So when a creature you see ends your turn within 30 feet of you, you can use your reaction to force the creature to make a wisdom saving throw of DC 12.
Okay.
So do you want to try that first and I'll read the rest
Yes.
of it?
Yeah. So it's
Anticipation.
+2. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is +2 wisdom. That's a 7.
Oh.
So yeah, 7.
Oh, okay, good. So the creature is charmed by you for 1 minute. While charmed in this way, the creature has a speed of 0 and is incapacitated, descending into a dreamy stupor. The creature repeats the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. Once you invoke this rune, you can't get it. Long or short.
Okay. Yeah, the
Stupid dog.
the mud dog bites down, and as it does, you feel it's like splinters and stone. It's like falling and scraping as its teeth bite into you, Regiment. And as it chomps down, you just coming to mind is the etchings of. This was the stone rune you used, right? Yeah. You remember seeing it in the workshop as Bulgir worked on various bits and pieces. And you find yourself just kind of with your thumb on your axe, just sort of tracing the rune. As you do, you feel energy just kind of course over you. And as the mud dog pulls its teeth back and kind of snarls, and there's wounds on the calf of your leg, your right leg. You see that its teeth actually round from jagged little spikes. They round out, and it just looks up at you, and you just see its hind legs and its tail and its butt just wagging, and there's a little dust and dirt coming off of it.
Oh, we love
Null returns to
them.
Regiment and say, "Yeah, get him, boy, get him."
Regiment's just gonna pet him on the head and say, "Good boy."
Okay, that's literally all that the dog can do, and the hunter can
Dog
do.
can do whatever it wants.
No, he can't.
Oh, am I gonna?
No,
Don't be that guy.
no, you're not. Did you say do it, Kat?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard someone whisper do it. It's just my mind playing tricks on me because definitely planning is horrible. Oh no, look at the
Oh
smile
no,
on his
don't
face.
do it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Don't do that.
I know. I'll hold that until I need it. I think. Okay. So the mage is up next. Seeing her employer kind of being surrounded, she takes a couple of steps forward, and still her hands held together. You see them, Nulra, open up, and there is just a large glass orb in her hands. And when she comes to a stop, she looks straight up, and you just see flames flick at the edges of her eyes. The orb lights up. She holds it aloft over her head as she casts Scorching Ray.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And yep. That's gonna be a thing. She's firing them at Nulra, Redmond, and Diara.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, well, I have to attack first, so we'll just see if
Okay,
that
yeah.
actually happens. Okay. So Nulra, a 17 to hit.
Mhm.
Redmond, a 16 to hit.
Yeah.
And Diara, a 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
Yay.
Okay,
Ah.
so
If I don't get hit, I can't react, right?
It'll tell you in the description of the thing what triggers it.
You know
Oh,
what it
no.
is. You know what it is.
I have a vague idea.
oh wait, were you gonna that like pissy offy? I heard a tiefling thing, therefore here's my rage.
Basically. No, it's I have to take damage.
Yeah. Okay, so Nulra and Regiment take 7 fire damage, and Diarrhea, you take that. The yeah, the from the orb, three burning red hot rays of light just shoot straight out and twist themselves, striking each of you. Diara, already having seen her and what she was trying to do, you kind of readied yourself just in case it was an attack spell. And as the scorching ray just shoots straight towards you, you throw yourself to the left. And where you were standing, there's just a smoking pile of scorched earth. As she comes to a stop, okay. Umbra, what's your passive perception?
Please be good.
It is 15.
Okay, we'll just give this. Okay, that's fine. But what? Because you were going for cover, your cover cancels out my advantage. So
I'm so stressed
for
out right
now.
now.
For
Oh
now.
god.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Oh, okay.
Depending on how you run cover, though, it just adds to AC. So it's up to you. I'm ratting on myself now, but it's up to you how you want to play that. Traditionally.
I usually, because of where I was firing from, it was going to be a difficult shot. That's the way I was kind of looking at it, more so than anything else. As you kind of make your way to the wall, because you weren't going to get over to the other side of it just yet, but kind of through a thicket of brush and bramble, you maneuvered to the wall. An arrow just whizzes by you, and you hear it splinter as it strikes the wall. And there, over the edge of the carriage, you see a half-elf man with red hair pulled back into a short ponytail, longbow drawn, and he kind of slinks low again as your eyes lock. At that same moment, out of the carriage bounces as a tall, grey-skinned orc with shaved head and just a patch of chin fluff, just kind of like mottled kind of brown and orange kind of beard, just kind of tangled into a mess on his chin, comes out. You see his arm is his right arm is hanging, like it's floppy, Umbra, from where you can see it. He leans into the carriage. There's a roar as he slams his arm into it, relocating his shoulder and popping it back in. He pulls a large great sword out from the carriage behind him. Nulra and Regiment, you saw the carriage bounce. Everybody heard the roar. And emerging around the front of the carriage comes a great orc.
Great.
So it's a clown car, not a carriage.
Yeah, I was only thinking that. How many more people are coming out of this?
He was the writer. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And was it only Umbra that saw the half elf?
Yes, so
Okay.
far. Yeah. The orc takes a look kind of at what's around him, and then seeing Diara standing like in the road, charges at her with his greatsword.
Oh, bitch,
Cool.
no.
Love to see it.
That's a 24 to hit.
Jeez Louises.
I'm not even going to
Four.
dignify that with a response.
Do the
Uh,
tiefling thing.
and
Do
that's-
it.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a hellish rebuke on that bad boy.
Yay.
Okay.
8, you said.
Yeah. Bludgeoning.
All right. Still hurts.
Oh, it's not
Um,
slashing damage.
Okay, so how does this work? Dex save of 13, please.
Okay, don't be mad, but that's a 17. A 16
I'm gonna
plus
fucking
1.
kill you. You still have
Oh,
to take
fuck.
half damage. And I'm casting it at
Okay.
I'm casting it at second level, so it's 3d10.
Oh. Oh.
I fucking hate you so much.
The orc, right? The orc. You're talking about the orc.
18.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Ooh.
No, so he only takes 9.
There
Oh.
are things I'm not okay at the orc.
He just charges at you, Diara, and swinging the greatsword, he just slaps it into you. You stumble back. He almost knocks you to your. He almost knocks you to your ass. And just as it hits you, you just feel this scream tearing through you. Your skin hurts. Your eyes lock on his. You open your mouth to scream. Nothing comes out, but you just see a trickle of blood just drip from his left eye.
She's gonna look at
Um,
Reggie and be like, you know what? I'm starting to think you were right.
Yeah, I generally am, but what about?
We never should have come back here. This place is fucking shit.
It's stupid, isn't it?
Emos forever.
Mooney, you're up.
Yes, I go. Minnie is she's going to that orc that came out like a bat out of hell. She doesn't really want to fight all these people, so she's going to go through her little spell book, her little children's book, and she's gonna go out the back where the little, you know, the way sometimes in books there's loads of like blank pages at the back for whatever reason. She's gonna go to there and she's gonna see there's been like lots of little jokes just scribbled down there, and she's going to focus on those little silly jokes. She's gonna look at this orc and she's gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him. And he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, that's not particularly good. Let's see if there's anything added to that. 9.
Yo, it was 14. The save was 14. Okay,
Okey-dokey.
so I'm now concentrating on that, and I don't think he takes any damage, but he is going to perceive everything as hilariously funny, and he's going to fall into fits of laughter and going to fall prone until I stop
Okay.
concentrating.
So, Mooney, having seen Sister Tilda just dart away, and Umbra fall off Seamus, and then all the commotion around you, and the fighting and the shouting, and Nulra missing, you see Diara just get walloped by the great sword of this orc, and just not wanting there to be any more fighting. You turn, flicking through the book, and Braska is pointing at Firebolt, but you go right to the end. And with the spell in mind, you just, you to yourself and to nobody else, tell a really bad knock-knock joke. And the air around you just gets a little bit warmer. And you see the orc, and he's wearing like half plate armor, and he just kind of wiping the kind of the blood away from his face, puts a hand to his mouth, and you all just hear kind of.
Maybe he's kind of like laughing
Um,
with him.
and he's just pointing at Diara and laughing.
Rude.
Laura's going to turn around and say, "Well, this is orc word."
Oh,
He suddenly loses his touches. He kills Diara for that one.
Can Minnie say something while he's laughing and having a great time? She's going to look at all these people who look like they're about to kill us all, and just be like, "Yeah, see, there's no reason why we have to fight. I mean, we're all having a great time here, aren't we? Why don't we just, talk and not like fight each other and stuff?"
Targle, that's the girl that cast grease. You
Yeah.
can, and the mage just pulling back the hood. You just see this yellow hair set against olive skin, and these kind of deep emerald green eyes. And she just points a very long, well manicured finger at Mooney. It's just, and then she just holds her nose. Can we get this done and out of here? I'm really not that bothered. And Targle just shoots her a look over his shoulder. Well then, hurry the fuck up. And Umbra, it's your turn.
Minnie's
sorry,
going to
Mooney,
turn.
bonus action.
Minnie's going to turn around to the others, and go like, "Oh yeah, no, they're not very nice at all, are they?" And anyone who ends their turn in the grease has to make a dex save, or they fall on their butt.
So that is Redmond, that is Nulra, that is Targle. And
It's
that
only
is-
10 foot. It's only a 10-foot puddle.
Oh yeah, we're all in the carriage space though. So
Oh
that's
no,
where,
that's a lot of 10 feet.
Hold on.
Okay, the mud dog is on his butt.
Yeah.
What's the
14, or you're prone.
I get advantage with my danger sense. I sense that danger. Oh fuck yeah, not 20 for me.
Nice.
Ooh.
and
14 for me. Sorry.
It is a 17 for Targle. So only the
Sorry,
dog.
hold on. Targle is the crossbowman's name?
Yes, yeah.
Targle.
Targle.
I don't like this man anymore.
Yeah, he's not fun.
No. He's an arsehole. And he's a shit
So-
name.
The mud dog is now slipping around in the mud and the grease, and the orc just finds this hilarious. He's gasping for air, and he's now kind of like gesturing to Diara and pointing at the dog.
She's like staring in bewilderment and then realizes that what Mooney has done, and it's just like, nice.
Umbra.
Can Umbra see the archer who targeted him, or have they ducked out and hidden him?
No, they haven't hidden it, and you can still. They had just kind of slinked back, so they've kind of got half cover.
Okay.
Don't forget you have bardic inspiration.
Thanks.
Shiver.
Umbra is going to say to that archer, "You had better not miss that next one, because this is not going to end well for you."
Right.
And he is going to... What's the distance between them?
Because you probably still 40 feet because you had moved kind of to the wall. So yeah.
Okay. Two things. One, he is going to summon a spiritual weapon. It has a range of 60 feet. It's a bonus action. He's going to bring it up. It is essentially going to just materialize beside this archer. It is as Umbra clasps hands together and whispers a quick prayer, a spinning chakram with kind of one side in the shape of a crescent moon and the other side in the shape of a sun, is going to appear in thin air beside the archer, and he is going to make a a spell attack roll with that, which is a.
Chakrams only work if you do the Xena sound, so
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
Can't wait for that.
Okay, well, I guess. Do you know what? It doesn't matter anyway because it was actually only. Wait. Okay. I'm going to use my inspiration on this because it was a
Oh.
bad roll.
Mhm.
Be good
It
this
is
time.
now a 21 to hit.
Nice.
Nice.
No, it doesn't.
No. Aw.
No, it does. It does. Yeah,
Yay.
it does. 21 hits.
Okay, damage on it is 1d8 plus 3 force. 7 force damage.
Very
on that.
nice.
And
Plus D6.
then
Plus a d6.
no, the bardic. Can you add bardic to damage?
That's what it is.
I thought it was to like the attack.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's to the attack, not to the damage.
Sorry.
That's okay. I probably didn't need burn inspiration anyway. Never mind. Okay. Then as that was his bonus action. Action. He will now attempt to toll the dead on that same person. They have to make a wisdom save DC 13.
That's a 12 with no bonuses.
And because they're now missing hit points, they take a D12 necrotic for 12.
So, this glowing chakram appears literally out of nowhere next to the archer. He turns, looks, sees it, goes to bring his bow up defensively. It doesn't matter. The chakram just slices through the bow, whips around and strikes him into the shoulder, across his neck, down along his back before it bounces off the back of the carriage and flicks through the air, just constantly spinning and holding itself there. He looks he looks badly injured, and he goes to kind of to stand and kind of shove himself away. And as he does, Umbra, you see it. You see how hurt he actually is, and around him there's a haze, just very, very faint, like mist. And you reach out, you kind of find yourself reaching out to almost kind of touch it, to put your kind of hand through it, but he's too far away. It's too far away. You come to your senses, you snap your fingers, and in your mind and around him, there is just this ringing of a bell, and you just see blood gush from his eyes, his nose, his ears. The blood turns black, and he falls off the carriage dead. And the archer is out.
Nice.
Get right.
Just at large, he's going to say, "We don't need to keep doing this."
You don't need to keep killing my fucking men, then.
Who says
Okay,
that?
well then let's everyone stop attacking each other.
There's 5 of my lads dead, and you want me to stop now.
But then we will, so it's win-win.
Maybe.
Regiment Europe.
Who died there? Was it Flemmy Man? No.
It was the archer.
Okay, and Flemmy Man is the one shouting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Please shut him up, Regiment.
Just for the record, his name is Targle, not Flemmy Man.
Sorry, yes, I should have. Can I, because I'm still right beside him, can I hold my great axe kind of just sideways and try to push him up against the carriage?
Yeah.
I don't know what I roll for that.
Athletics. Yeah.
Very sexy.
Mm.
That's a 22.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm just going to do a strength save. So you pin him.
Yeah.
Because he did not beat a 22. You actually, with your great axe, kind of just pushed and holding him right there against the carriage. He's there. He's holding it, but he's not able to. And the dog is just staring up at you.
Okay. I'm going to say, tell your men to drop their weapons.
Do it.
Do what?
Pretty. I think he's talking to his men.
I can do it. And Nora's going to hold her axe up.
Is Declan frozen or being really, really in character?
Oh my god, I think he is
I thought he was in
frozen.
Declan, you're
Oh.
frozen. Oh my god, I
Oh,
panicked
no, is it
there.
a storm?
Oh no,
Okay.
the DM. Okay, sing again.
You're back.
He's back.
Oh,
You're
there he
back.
is. He's back.
Oh,
He's back in the
Just in
room.
case we
Sorry.
didn't hear a word
Goodness.
after. Yeah.
thought
After.
there was
Yeah,
a
just
lot of
like-
and
tension.
then just froze.
Yeah, it was very severe.
Super dramatic.
So you said do
Um,
it, and then I'm not sure what happened after that, and I'm not sure who you were talking to.
You just he says it to the mage with the orb in her hand, kind of looks at him, nods, and lets the orb just drop from her hands and holds her hands out.
Ooh.
Good boy. Okay.
The orc is still laughing, so he's
Yeah, good.
yeah he's holding it, but he's not doing much. He's just laughing. He thinks this is hilarious.
Okay. Now we're all gonna just have a little sit.
Yeah, sit down. Good boy.
All right, and we're just gonna have a talk because I think we're on the same side here. Now, fatalities have happened. There was some miscommunication, but let's just move forward. So, I think Declan's frozen again.
Regiment gets so persuasive.
I know, right? He goes large one time.
That's all we
Went
needed.
with head.
His confidence stayed large.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh wow,
fact
the
that
stare's
Declan
gotten
is
even more
staring
intense
down.
somehow.
Yeah.
So for
There
context,
he is, he's
audience,
back.
there have been
Oh, he's back.
some technical difficulties in so far as it's stormy here. There's been outages, so bear with us.
Oh, look, he's lost in prayer.
Now he's praying.
Oh,
Praying
Okay,
for
we're good.
better
We're good.
hotspotting connection,
Yeah.
Wi-Fi connection.
How far did
No.
you hear? How far did you hear with that?
Oh, I didn't hear it. I think I just been motionless. I don't think I'm actually frozen. Yeah.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no.
oh
Mhm.
no.
Okay, so 1, you froze. 2, it was robot talk.
Okay.
Now you're
okay,
fine.
that-
You're
sounds
fine.
better.
Great.
Very
This is the
good.
joys of living in the countryside in the middle of a storm. Effectively, I'm able to hear everything. So
okay.
far,
Oh.
I've been able to kind of hear everything. Have not had a chance to he hasn't said anything other than telling your the mage to drop her. Or he actually said do it, and she dropped the orb and held her
Where's
hands
the
out
orb?
on the ground at her feet.
I'm gonna smash it with my foot.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, so at this point, Regiment, are you taking any other action or bonus action?
No, I'm just gonna say, like, listen, we're not on the side of this person you called the vulture. She introduced herself to us as Tilda, or Tilly. So we really she stole from us. We're out together, and I do think we're on the same side. And there was just a little bit of miscommunication. So let's just have a little sit. Let's have a little chat, and we can either go our separate ways, or we can work on finding her together.
Give me another roll with persuasion, Regiment.
Not at disadvantage.
Nope, just a straight up persuasion roll.
17.
Yay.
He looks at you. He looks around at kind of what's happening and the fact that he's pinned. He sees his muscle still just pointing. Now the muscle's pointing at the mud dog and just thinks the mud dog's the best thing it's ever seen in his life. He's just laughing at that now. Fine, have it your way then.
Okay. He's gonna
Let's
drop. He's gonna drop his great axe and just turn to the others and be like, I fucking hate this place. Do you know that? I fucking hate it.
Nora, I believe you wanted to go smash some things.
Yeah, she's gonna walk over and just stomp at your one's orb and just glare at her and say, I don't know what fucking shit you were doing to me, making me see my dead ma, but don't ever do it again. And she's gonna smash the orb with her foot.
I forgot. I think we're getting somewhere.
You're. Oh. Bless. No, that's not in my wheelhouse, sweetheart. Give me a strength check, Nolra, to see if you smash the orb.
Am I still in rage, or did that dissipate when I saw my relatives?
No, that you saw your relatives while in rage.
Okay. So I get advantage. Thanks.
Ancestors, I'll say ancestors. Relatives sounds like they're like your cousins down the road.
19.
Oh yeah, you hear it crunch under your feet.
And she's just going to maintain eye contact with this bitch of a woman because she doesn't know how to retort to someone who's smart. And she's going to grind it with her foot into the ground.
As you lock eyes with her, you feel something, Nora.
Love.
You feel the little hairs on the nape of your neck
Yes.
stand. And you see energy crackling in her eyes. Diara.
Uh-oh.
She's gonna walk up to the fucking boiling pot that is Nora and just be like, please, this is
Look.
very tentative right now.
There,
need-
she's doing something. Her eyes. Look at her eyes.
Yeah, that's fine. We've all got lovely eyes, Nora. Let's go.
You, Diara, as you approach, and you grab on to Nolra to kind of just pull her away and to stop this. You all just hear Targle, the guy that's been pinned up against the carriage by Regiment, just shout out, "Bara, don't!" And she just, as her hands were out the entire time, Nolra, that crackling of energy in her eyes, you see flit and sparks between her fingers as she throws her hands out, casting lightning bolt straight through you, Diara, Regiment, Targle. So everybody give me a dex saving throw.
Fuck me. I assume I can do that at advantage again with my danger sense. This is dangerous, I take it.
I sense that I have caused danger for all of my compatriots.
Now she
Was
gets
this
it.
dangerous?
Was Monet caught in that as well?
No.
Oh, thank fuck I had
It's
advantage.
because I was holding on to Nora.
I got an 8.
18 for me.
Okay. So Diara, what did you get?
Oh, sorry. Dirty 20.
Okay. So Diara and Nolra take 14 lightning damage.
I am down.
No.
Regiment take 28 lightning damage.
Can I-
Fuck me.
React if I'm unconscious.
No. And Targle also has to do the same thing.
I'm going to use my stone's endurance, please.
Targle also. Oh wait, dex save.
Oh no, my dice is gone.
Oh no.
Oh,
I must endure. I must
No.
endure.
My boy.
Okay, I could take 6 off that.
okay. Yeah, the air just ruptures around all of you as just a streak of white hot lightning just explodes from between her hands. It courses through the air, striking Nolra, Diara, Regiment, and Targle. The carriage just explodes. It's just splinter. And Umbra, you see Diara hit the ground. Nora, with just a huge burn up along her side. Redmond, up or down?
Very dead, yeah.
Okay. Redmond down. And again, huge burn marks up along his back. And Targal, the guy that you heard just kind of agreed to a ceasefire, half hunched, barely holding himself up. Down. And okay, she just went. He's gone. He's dead. Sergeant is before Mooney, and it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yeah.
Okay, no, that's a 3. So yeah,
Having a great
he
time.
thinks this is the best thing. Like
I think
he's
someone's
just,
having fun.
yeah, Richter is absolutely having a blast with this. He thinks it's hilarious. Mooney, it is your action.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. She's going to run forward to this hunter fellow that agreed to a ceasefire. And she's going to begin casting Firebolt, but she's going to hold it until she will cast it if that War Mages has any more hostility, but she's going to hold it for now.
Okay.
And she's just going to say to the hunter, "We have to get her to stop. Tell her to stop."
I'm paying her, and she just fucking shot me. She's not going to stop.
Okay, so do you want me to, and she like to the fire in her hands.
So polite.
You either shoot her, or you fucking shoot me and put me out of my misery.
Alright. Oh, I can only do one, but I'm gonna do. Oh, and she's gonna use Firebolt. And yeah. Oh wow! It bounced off another dice and landed on top of it, and that is 19 to hit.
Yay!
Okay, that hits.
1d10 fire.
What's the name of this wagon again?
Farah.
Barra.
Oh no, wrong one.
Bar the Butch.
She is a bitch. That's not a lot though. That's only that's not a lot at all. That's 3 fire damage. Yay.
Still got her.
As you kind of like nod and you're like, oh wait, do I shoot him? No, I shoot her. Mooney, you kind of half crouch down, kind of like talking to him, throw your hand out as fire whips up around it. It blasts forward and strikes her, but a lot of the magic around her, that residual from her spell, kind of mixes and muddles with, and though you see parts of her catch, and you see kind of small scorch marks on her, she's still standing tall. The carriage, it goes without saying, is parts, well, aside from being blown to bits, parts of it are on fire as well around you. Bonus action, Mooney.
No. I'm
Okay.
gonna save. I'm gonna save those.
Okay, Umbra.
Umber takes a quick stock of the people who are down. So we've got Regiment is down. Diara is down.
Yeah.
Nora is down.
No.
Nope.
Nora's up. Okay.
And pissed.
Okay. He says... he doesn't say anything. His mouth falls slack as he watches like half of his family drop in an instant. And instead he, with a quick violent flick of the wrist, brings the chakram down. It can move 20 feet. Will it reach Barra?
It'll just reach her.
Okay. And makes an attack with that for... that's only a 5. What's my bardic? D6 or D8?
D6.
Worth a shot. Probably... No, 11 probably still won't do that.
11 hits just on the money.
Ooh,
Well,
yes.
I haven't rolled it, so...
Oh,
Nope, that's a 6.
No.
Total. 6 total.
Nope.
Damn it!
That's not 11, so it does not hit.
Okay. Brings it down, leaves it floating, hanging in the air, having missed her, and instead follows up by just reaching one hand into the sky and crashing it down violently towards the ground as a shining silvery moonbeam, 10 foot full. Can he cast that with only getting Barra inside that 10 feet?
You can.
10 foot down onto her. A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5 foot radius, 40 foot high cylinder. When a creature enters its area for the first time, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution save. DC 13 Constitution.
What's the spell level of Moonbeam?
Second.
Okay, great. Just asking.
Uh-oh.
You as you concentrate on the magic and the energy in the spell, Umbra, you feel it kind of swelling up around you, and you see the light beginning to manifest around her, and she just locks eyes with you for a moment, and you just hear kind of a Targal, you really expected that I'd be happy to split the money even further with all of these people. Are you... This is why nobody fucking works with you, you asshole. And she holds her hand up over her head, casting Counterspell.
Oh,
He grits his teeth, and can he hop the wall and duck down behind it on the other side?
Yeah, you can.
That's it. That's all he's got.
Okay. Nulra. Yep.
I think Regman's before me.
No,
Or
oh
is
yeah,
she
sorry,
doing
Regiment.
something to me?
Sorry, you are correct. Regiment, deck save, please.
Sure.
Since Nulra reminded us.
Don't forget your inspiration.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Why, what was that? What was it? What was it? Was it a 1?
It was
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Oh no!
Don't roll the same again.
It was an 8, so I mean, still not great.
It's
but-
better than a
Not
1.
though.
It's better than a 1. It's better than a 1. Nulra, as you feel this scorching pain, like you feel it in your teeth. It's that you know when you accidentally bite tinfoil. It's that. It's like, but it's in your jaw. It's in the muscles in your mouth. You feel it. Your skin feels hot. Your eyes feel like they're boiling inside your head. You feel something kind of tug at your sleeve. And when you look down, standing next to you, you just see this wispy spectral form of that dwarf woman with the 2 thick pigtails at either side, and she's got a handle on an axe, but she seems to be using it more as a walking stick for leverage than anything else. And she's just, yeah, you're part of the stock class.
Who are you?
Oh, what? Who? Is that any way to greet your great grandmother?
What? No. Good joke. You're Regman's ma. Am I seeing Regman's ma? Regman, is this your ma? Until she realizes Regman's down for the count.
Regiment's like, oh.
Their face starting like that wee girl from My Neighbor Totoro.
Sweetheart, I realize that this might be a bit of a shock to you, but well, you're kind of fucked as I see it.
Is she doing this? She points at.
She pinches kind of her thumb to her nostril just because it just blows out, and then
my
just kind of
God.
wipes it on her shirt a little bit.
I am related to you.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
I
your-
mean, your great grandfather had an eye.
Oh God. She's just gonna try and grab at this spectral form and say, "Don't tell Regiment. Just don't tell Regiment."
You keep saying that name like I'm supposed to know who he is.
It's the dead dwarf on the ground. That's my brother.
Oh, well, he's
He'll
not
be
dead
fine.
yet.
He'll be fine. He'll be back up in a minute.
Let's hurry then. And she kind of just waves at you, and when she does, the mist that she was made of just kind of wafts away.
Ooh. Nora had felt like this like ball of anger in her before this woman appeared, and now she's just a whole ball of confusion. She doesn't know what the fuck is just happening. She's seeing things. Dwarven
There's-
women.
There's just like in front of you, Nilra. You can just go. You can just leave at this point.
No,
I don't.
no. You can leave. And she's gonna bring the great axe over her head and just try and bring it down on this woman's skull.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, not till fucking 20. Yes, bitch. Yes. Fucking fuck it.
Yo.
Yeah, you kill your grandmother.
Oh, fuck yeah. So happy.
roll for damage.
Oh yes, the damage. Let's see. Oh, that's it. Oh, 12 on my D12. Wonder
Nice.
bar plus 5. That would be 17.
And don't forget, it's a straight 12 as well.
Yes, and it's a lovely 27. Nice, Fiona.
Thanks, great granny.
You bring the axe straight up over your head. She still had her hand up in front of you as she was clicking her fingers at you, and you cleave her right through the shoulder. She lets out kind of half a scream, and you see her eyes just go wide. And just standing behind her, you see that spectral old lady dwarf, and she's trying to light like a pipe in front of her, and she's just messing with like a load of tobacco leaves, and she's jabbing it in, and she just kind of looks up, and she's like, and then she sees your wand, and she just gives you a thumbs up as she kind of goes to step over her, and she just disappears.
I think I'm going insane. I think I'm going fucking insane. Regiment, get up.
Diara, give me a death save.
6.
Okay. That's a 1 in the not alive pile.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Oh.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Targal just kind of stands up a little bit. Okay. Hey, and you hear him calling out to you. No, love. Can I? And he points at Regiment.
First of all, don't call me love again. And second of all, what?
Sweetheart, can I help him?
Help him how?
For fuck's sake. And he just leans down. Okay. And basically, mouth to mouth, resuscitates Regiment.
I don't know how I feel about this image.
He's not dead, if that makes you feel any better. Is that the image that you're bothered by?
Oh, that's good. We're okay.
Yeah, he just goes to revive, or at least not let Regiment die. Regiment, you are unconscious, but you no longer have to make any death saves.
Okay, great.
Sergeant is Jesus Christ. Okay, what was your spell save DC? Sorry,
14.
Oh, on the money.
Hey, pizza.
Yeah, 13 plus 1. It was wisdom, right?
Wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 13 plus 1, 14.
Yay!
You just kind of hear a, well, that wasn't that funny. And then he just shakes his head. Bus? And Targle just looks up from giving Regiment mouth to mouth. The other one, Richter, and he's looking around Barra and Targle. Looking back at you, Mooney, love, could you, the girl, with the
It's Diara, it's my sister, so I should probably go, and try and, help her. You'll be.
strong family resemblance. Yeah, do.
Zoe just backs away from Targle and Richter and goes over to Diara and tries to stabilize her.
Give me a medicine check.
Oh no. I've run out of good berries. Medicine. Oh, that's okay. It's not too bad. 18.
Yeah. Again, her pulse is there. It's a bit erratic, Mooney, but you're able to revive her. Dyra, you are unconscious, but you have 1 HP.
Woo. Minnie takes off her shawl and puts it around Diara.
Thank you.
Oh.
Michael.
That's cute.
Targle just kind of, with Regiment no longer on death's door, just kind of stands up away from him. So, are we
all good?
Yeah, we're great.
I mean, I hope so.
Targle kind of points at Barra. She's not, but looking around, I think fair is fair for what.
Yeah, maybe next time control your bitch, okay?
Oh, that's not very nice, Nora.
Mm.
I mean, it's true, but you shouldn't say it out loud.
Thanks, Minnie. I remember
Umbra
that for
holds
next
up a
time.
hand. Umbra holds up a hand and is like, hey, have you got anyone else who's like down but not dead?
Last I saw, the only one of my cavalrymen was hightailing it back up north. This is what I've left. And he points at Richter. Richter is wondering why his pants are a little bit wet. He definitely weed himself laughing, not a huge amount, but he definitely, it's that little bit where I was like, oh god.
There's a wee spot.
There's definitely a little weed in his pants. Yeah, he's like, oh. Yeah, he's just wondering what that's about. And he's looking very confused.
Umbra is going
horses?
to go. Sorry, go for it.
Any horses still milling around? Are they all gone?
No.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Can I use my second wind?
I think that's an action.
It's a bonus action. So no.
Yeah, that would be. But I will get you to do kind of a con save at some point in this story.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have you staying down. Before your brother, and he points at Regiment, went down. He was on about. He was saying, you also got swindled by the Vulture.
Oh yeah, the nun.
Oh, okay, yeah, you got that ruse. Yeah.
So
What
she's
did she
not
take from
actually
you?
a nun?
Well, if she's a nun, she's a widow, she's an heiress, she's a princess of some far off exotic kingdom, just looking to get home. You name it. Tilly Buckweed has many aliases and roles, none of which she's actually able to perform to any reasonable sense. You didn't fall for the nun thing, did you?
No.
Give me a deception check there.
Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's a natural one.
Yeah. Targal actually just for the first time he just let out a laugh. Seriously, like what are you? Where did you grow up? A cave?
She's
New
going to just
here.
shoulder check him out of the way and just bend down towards Regiment, trying to focus her energy on her brother instead of punching this man in the face.
Listen, he was saying she swindled you. We need to catch her. Massive, massive bounty on her head, dead or alive.
Okay, keep talking. She still has her back to him, but she's listening.
Well, I'm down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4 of them, and he points at 3 of the cadavers of the men that you guys wrecked last time, and points over his shoulder north, where the other one ran off, and then at Barra's very dead body. So, look, if we bring her in dead, 1,000 gold pieces. Bring her in alive, 3,000 gold pieces. Bring her in and recover the relic that she's somehow managed to uncover from a lost tomb. An extra 500 gold pieces on the reward.
That sounds a bit cheap. Can she do an insight check and see if this guy's lying about the reward money?
Sure.
That is like more money than we have ever seen. What are you?
Umber, it's called swindling the man.
Can you make that deception check at a disadvantage?
Why did I open my mouth? That would be a 9.
Oh no.
He's not lying. Like it's actually quite a substantial amount of money.
Money means nothing to Nora. She doesn't know. Like 10 gold is probably 10,000 to her. She was kind of caught up in listening to him, but then she realizes she's a more pressing issue, and she's just kind of tending to Regiment and just looks over at Umbra and says, "Umbra, you talk to the man, please."
Okay, I could also heal Regiment, and the thing that's like my whole thing. That's like the thing I do all the time. But that's fine. I'll have a chat with Targal here. Hey bud, what's up?
If you want, you can heal Diara, and then I can try talking.
Oh, choices.
Just
As he walks over Diara's body to get to Targal.
well, all Nora does is look at me.
Why is he not awake yet? Regiment, come on now.
Mommy, my goldfish is sleeping upside down again.
Kicking him with her shoe. Come on now. Up you go.
Okay, so who's making the deal and who's doing the heal?
Oh, very good. Very impressive.
Let's let Mooney make the deal.
Okie dokie. Let the negotiations begin, Mooney.
I mean, you said that you had to bring her in somewhere. Where do you have to bring her to?
We have to we've been employed. Look, if you're going to help us, you're coming on board as mercs. Less questions, the better.
Okay, so you're going to go after this woman, and then after we've gotten the woman, we're going to take her somewhere.
Correct.
And that place where we're going to go to is safe and has a lot of people and houses and lots of good things in it.
Sure.
Oh, I don't like the way that you said that, though.
Okay. Ask me again.
All right. So, where we need to go is safe.
Definitely.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Where's my stats?
Get him, Mooney.
Where's
get
my
him.
stats? No, that's the
Incite
wrong
that man.
campaign.
Incite him. No,
No.
don't incite him. That sounds
Come
really
on.
bad. Don't incite the man.
Insight. 2.
Yeah,
Oh, 12.
It's mostly because you did see him shoot Nolra. You don't really get the vibes that you can trust this guy.
Okay, so I've got an idea. Why don't we help you? And then after that, you can help us. Like a favor for a favor.
Help you with what precisely?
Well, getting our bearings, to be honest. We're a bit muddled up at the minute. We don't really know where we are or what we're doing. Or in all honesty, how we got to be here. And Tilly, in spite of her deceptions, she told us some things that were a little bit confusing, but may have a little sprinkle of truth in them. And maybe after we've helped you, you can maybe help us understand them a wee bit.
So you're saying the 5 of you will help, and he points at Richter. Richter and I capture the vulture in exchange for information about life.
Just
Well,
like a
nothing so
tour.
grand, should that? No, really. But, for example, and she points down to the billowing smoke in the distance. Like, what's that? Like, where's that coming from?
You passed through it though, right?
That village.
Well, that village, and he points further into the horizon, and that town, and effectively any of the god sites, really, anything that was,
See, like that. What was that little look? And you're saying God sites. Like we used to live here in a little village, and that's all gone.
Okay, I'm gonna need to talk to somebody who actually has a clue.
Okay,
I-
upon hearing that, Nola's gonna fucking stand up from staring at Regiment and that not happening.
Just
And she's you
Regiment's
don't
head
fucking
just
talk
goes
to
thump.
Mooney like that. And
See,
then she's gonna grab him by the scruff and say, "Look, love, you talk to my sister nice, okay?"
give me an intimidation check.
This bastard. Smash him against the carriage. 18.
I didn't mean anything by it. It's just, how do you not know about the devastation?
What devastation?
Again, a cave. I'm assuming the 5 of you were living in a cave.
She's gonna shake him a little bit. You heard her. Answer the question, sweetheart.
I hate it when my words are used against me.
Oh.
After the Empress was assassinated, all the shit in Urlar and the Freelands just spilled out. And in Ishtarg, well, it makes a lot of sense to hold it.
Hold it. The Black Sun. The Black Sun, does that mean anything to you?
No. What are you...
Oh, never mind. And she's gonna let him go. Well,
They fought over the island. For fuck's sake. I feel like I'm getting
a
a
great
headache.
axe in your back. Yeah, so let's be nice now.
The factions fought over the island. It was obviously one of the best spots. If whichever side took the island, everybody said it. Everybody knew it. Whoever took Inishtarug was going to win the war. So the Pendrast Empire was either going to, or the Freelands were going to.
And none of these have a sigil of a black sun. That doesn't mean anything to you. I thought you were the smart one.
He's kind of being held up. You have me by the throat, and you think that the island that you were on, and somehow have managed to wade your way through with no clear understanding of what was actually happening or happened around you. The devastation, we don't know who did it, we don't know what caused it. You're sitting in it. I don't know how you survived. That makes if you say you grew up in this village, I don't fucking know how. It's been a wasteland for almost 20 fucking years.
20 years.
What?
Everybody
You're
knows this.
Well,
So-
okay. Okay, I'm actually going to step in here. Hi.
Am I healed or?
This is what happens when you leave Mooney and Nulra to do this.
Yeah.
We did okay. We got some good info.
He's like,
Yeah,
here's
you
the
were
thing,
just
if we
scared
do
of
it before the others are awake, we're gonna have to explain all this again. So let's not go through all that. And Nora, like, put him down, will you? Leave him be.
Fine. She's just gonna drop him.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Um,
love.
Don't do that. She'll kick the shit out of you. She will absolutely destroy you. You've no idea. You saw it. He kneels. He actually like brushes himself off a little bit and like tidies himself, and then sits directly in front of Dara's line of sight and puts a hand on her chest, her collarbone, and says, "Time to get up." And he puts on his bravest smile as she opens her eyes, and he casts Cure Wounds. For like 5 healing.
That's fine. I'll do it myself.
Wow.
We can take
Wow.
a short rest.
She just gives him a look and says a begrudging thanks and stands up.
He's like, Nora and Mooney have been negotiating.
She gives him a look of disbelief and is like, great.
Uh-huh.
How are they doing?
So, we are the victim of some unfortunate and I would actually dare say downright mysterious circumstances.
Sorry,
And,
while he's talking to her, she's like, and going over to Reggie and casting a healing word.
that's allowed in general. He's like, there are a lot of gaps in our kind of collective knowledge of this place. We were held captive until pretty recently, and not in a cave, but not far off a cave. There was a cave.
Was there actually a cave, Flo?
Great question.
Thought
These
the
are all
cave was
questions.
just figurative because we seem to be in the dark about stuff.
6, Reggie.
Oh, that's way better.
Told you I'd do it
Um,
myself.
It's like, well, here's the thing. Okay, the more time we spend talking about that, the more time a very small woman has to get away with something that's kind of very precious to me personally.
Finally, one of you is actually fucking speaking sense to this. The others are up. Can we get your shit? Can we go? I can give the history lesson on the road. She's going to get away.
Alright.
What's happening?
So apparently 20 years has gone by, and there was a Wooler in the Freeland in a stag, factions fighting over an island about a war. There was an empress that got
Targal
assassinated.
and Victor go to the carriage and start just rifling through it to try and find any of their belongings.
Oh, good idea, actually.
so
And Minnie's
Reginald-
going to join them.
Does she just stop?
She just
talking to
reaches
the
over
rest?
them.
Minnie's interested in this war mage. She's never seen anyone cast magic before.
Hello.
Well, apart from you, but not like the same way, not like a wizardly sort of
Your guys'
way.
magic is boring.
Like, oh,
This lady
wizard.
was shooting lightning from her hands.
And through us.
She's just looking at her with like Brassica just being like, ooh.
Ooh.
Regiment's gonna go over to Diara and be like, "Did you give me mouth to mouth? That's fucking rude."
No, you idiot! And she puts her hand on him.
All right, okay.
You see Targal kind of like and like pull like a beard hair out of his mouth.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I retcon?
Yeah, retcon.
Instead of going over to Dead War Mage, is the mud puppy still there?
Oh yeah, he lasts an hour. Yeah, he's still there.
Yay! Minnie's going over the mud puppy.
Don't give it a name; you'll get attached.
Forget the arcane ethereal secrets that Mooney might
No,
learn. She's
I
going
don't
to
care
talk to
about
a
her.
mud dog.
She's right. Her siblings do magic. Fuck her. She wants to see the mud puppet.
I will check to see if the mud puppy can speak to you.
I don't think he can.
It understands the languages you speak. Oh no, yeah, only the person. Oh yeah, it can speak. It can speak common.
Declan, you're the DM. It can speak if you want it to speak.
Yeah.
Do I want it to speak? No, I find most of my
What kind of accent will he
NPCs.
have?
Bilby, put me out of my misery.
Does it count like
Smash with a rock.
as an animal though, since it was summoned?
It's a small beast. Yeah, small beast.
Wee beastie.
Oh, then he's gonna go over and pet him.
Okay. So Mooney's going over to pet the mud puppy. Nora, Umbra, Regiment, Diara.
So are we going to get this nun or?
Yeah, Nola's going to pop a squat and put her hands on Reginald's shoulder and say, so Canuck didn't exist for the last 25 years. We were in a dream. Nothing that we lived was ever real. There's a big war going on, and I apparently have a dwarf for a relative, but I don't know for sure yet. So let's just...
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was really easy, but yeah, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, all right. So sorry. Yeah, the dream thing. Sure, we knew that after the fire, and you decided to come here instead, which has been great. Yeah, I think we should go fuck up the nun. But
Yeah, that dope, and she's going to point over at Targal. That dope said he'll give us a share of the money if we help catch the nun.
Oh, we got money. if we
Money.
do it?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm giving you information. That was the deal I struck up with
No, no,
Mooney.
you
Oh,
told
we
us the
didn't
money.
actually
No.
agree on anything because you said I didn't have a clue.
She's smarter than she looks. And,
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe you told us that it was a 70-30 split in our favor, and she's
Oh,
going to
'cause there's
stand
more
up to
of
her full
us.
height. Yeah, and just look at him. Do I look tall?
No. You've dwarfed in size somehow.
Because of your ancestors.
Yeah. It's the way the light's
She's
hitting
shrunk
you
one
right now.
foot.
I mean, he seems like a sound lad. I think we should do it.
Well, come on, let's get Umbra's thing. Let's go.
All right.
can't believe you lost your shit again.
I know, fucking idiot, isn't he?
Whoa. What's she taking?
None of your business.
Well, actually, I mean, we're all in this together. We can share. We all got little vial shop things.
Reginald!
It's kind of like a family heirloom. It's like the only
Yeah.
thing we've been. It's like the only thing we got out of being kind of. I wouldn't say we were held hostage, but we were not held hostage, right?
It was.
It's our
Um,
inheritance. How about that? She took his
Yeah.
inheritance.
That's good.
Yeah, that's what makes it sound less valuable for him not to steal.
It's sentimental. If you want, like, you seem like an emotionally available sort of, really in touch with your feelings kind of guy. So
Umbra, dig up.
She
I
took
do not
something
have a
for-
shovel. I cannot dig. I have no idea what's happening. We've been here like a half hour, and
Yeah,
there's so many people dead.
Yeah.
And that guy kissed Reginald in the mouth.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna cut through this. It's 80-20 now. If I'm gonna have to listen to this,
Oh, that's really generous. Thank you so much.
you're not. Sweetheart, if you really think I'm giving you
Ah,
80% of the profits for this,
Ah,
80-20, and if she says, it's going to be 85-15.
and if you say sweetheart again, you're going to
Okay,
lose a hand.
it's 85-15. Have you got your shit?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my axe up and nod.
I don't know. Maybe I don't fucking sure.
Reichman's
Victor-
gonna wink at him after hearing he kissed him.
And Targal just starts walking southeast in the direction down the road that he saw Sister Tilda go on Wolfback. He crouches low after passing the four of you, and he seems to be checking the road. Oh, and he did quite well.
Oh.
Just so I'm clear on this, she took off down, and he points down the road towards the woods below.
Yeah.
He just shakes his head. There's only one place she can go. And Richter kind of leans in because he also doesn't know what his boss is on about. She's going home. She's going to try and get off the island. She's going to Cove.
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 Oh, we lived there for a bit.
In our heads.
Shut up.
90-10.
Do you think we could go back through the cave to Cove? Because you know the way we left Cove and got here. Do you think we could go
No.
back? Okay.
No. And she looks at Umbra
Targal-
questioningly.
Targel's he's going down the hill. He's just walking away from
Does the direction that they're going, does it align at all to our memories of the geography? Like, do we know what's down there?
You have no memories or anything of life outside of Canuck. You never had to go anywhere else. You remember being at Cove. You remember Ilaria telling you were living in Cove and this was your home. But Canuck was your home, and that place Cove feels like a dream.
Okay.
So we're going back to Cove then. Do you think those seagulls will still be there?
Probably not. I don't think they live that long.
How long do seagulls live for?
I don't know.
25 years is a long. Hey, I think we need to. I'm sorry to cut across you. I think we need to set some ground rules because right now we look like a bunch of crazy murderers to anyone we speak to.
I don't.
Nola's
No.
just cleaning
She
her
said
axe off on the grass.
What was yours?
I don't know that we should. Okay, so look, we told Targle, but Targle is very clearly a stand-up guy. I don't
10 out of
think.
10.
Maybe we should just kind of figure out this whole place's whole deal, because otherwise, what if we got talking to someone and they go and tell, the Black Sun or someone who might also want to kill us. A nun. Maybe they'll tell a nun, and we'll just all get robbed and murdered because that's
That's
like
why I'm
this place
thinking
is
that we
holding.
should stay with him, and the
Yeah.
coin doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's being safe. Like, we don't know what's out there.
If nothing else, we'll have made a great friend.
Yeah. So we help him. We go back to where he's going, because he's obviously going to like a big city or something if he's going to hand in a bounty. And I don't know, maybe he can show us about and be a good wee friend to us. And he's got a puppy.
And Regiment kissed him.
Yeah. A
Um,
dog and a husband.
Brassica, by the way, has climbed out of the bag and is hissing at the mud puppy.
No, Brassica,
Oh.
don't be hissing.
I just don't like him. He's made of dirt, Mooney.
Oh, he's literally dirt, though. He's good.
I'm glad we can agree.
Yeah. Dirt's lovely. Dirt's nice. Things come out of the dirt. It's good. You used to live in dirt. You lived in a wee burrow.
Hey, you take that back.
Dad, you lived in a
You-
wee hole.
I was temporarily relocating between abodes.
Yeah. And wasn't it lovely?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, no.
There was that weird scourge thing. And
Why?
nature.
Oh, God. Speaking of, we're going back into your force now. How you feel about
heard.
that?
I heard. I'll be in the bag. And
Yeah,
he frowns down.
Yeah. Alright. You stay in there. You okay? Do you want anything? But not that I can get you anything, though. The kitchen's kind of burnt down 20 years ago.
Oh, oh,
You broke him.
that was brilliant.
You just hear Brassica going 90-10. And I'm assuming while you lay out some ground rules about maybe not murdering everybody you see and maybe not revealing your identities and pasts and coming up with some backstory, you toddle on down the road behind Richter and Targo, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cut to wherever I can. Oh wait, I've lost my bloody notes. We
Close
don't
the window.
we don't cut to anywhere. We cut to the other side of the woods and a stony path that leads down to a jagged grey and black coastline. Pillars of steam bloom up along the skyline, mingling and drowning in towers of smoke. The sounds of waves crashing, people shouting, carts trundling. Tilly and Wolf slip in through the old abandoned wooden docks, keeping low, her hand plunged deep into the pocket of her forest green cloak. The bottle feels warm, and the glass tingles in her grasp like a trickle of hot water over her skin. She eyes the harbour and peers the ships, and a smile coils up along her face as she turns to face Wolf. The lupine kind of cocks his head to the side. We've hit the mother lode, Wolf. I mean, Seamus. The big time, buddy. And she grabs him by the muzzle and just gives him a big kiss on the nose. And we'll leave chapter 9 after the dawn there. And we will see you in 2 weeks for chapter 10, The Vulture and the Wolf. As the guys are hot on the trail of not Sister Tilda Buckwheat, definitely, possibly the Vulture.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We were Rise of the Forsaken. I have been Declan, your DM. Fiona as Nulra, James as Umbra, Eilish as Diara, Kat as Mooney, and Emma as Regiment. We are D8 Dungeon, an Irish group of podcasters and streamers doing all this for a laugh and because we love telling stories and we love playing TTRPGs. And if you liked what we were doing, feel free to give us a subscribe or follow over here on Twitch. You can catch this video in its full, if in case you joined us late. The whole thing will be available on our YouTube channel in a couple of days. And the YouTube is just D8 Dungeon. In fact, all our social media stuff is D8 Dungeon, whether that's Twitter, Instagram. We would love to see you over on our Discord. It's a happy, fun little place. It's my little bright, happy spot of the internet. We have a little event. Can I say the event, Alish? Can I say it now? Like a little sneak peek. The 8th of March, we are having a date night, or D8 night, depending on where you want to go with it. And it is just a fun little thing we're going to be doing here on Twitch. And we're going to be playing some games. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be having pizza, possibly. So I might have a Rook and Raven notebook by then, if one of you wants to replace any of these schmoes. We would absolutely love for you to come and join us on our very first date night. We're hoping to even get some of you involved in the action.
Not that kind of action.
Not that kind of action.
Oh.
No, action in the sense of we'll be playing games, and we'd love for you to join us in some of the games that we're going to play. We're not. I think we're. James suggested. What was it? Monster
Dating Monster.
Yeah.
The Jackbox game.
Yeah. We're hoping to play that. So if that sounds like something you'd be up for, you'd like to join us, you'd like to have a bit of a laugh, we'll be live on Twitch, and we'll also be fiddling around on Discord. I just need to choose my words better.
Yes.
I really do. Not to forget, we'll mention it one last time. If you'd like to pick yourself up some wonderful TTRPG accessories, we all need a campaign notebook, planner, player handbook. Kat is modeling hers.
Ba-da,
Oh.
Oh, Alice is also modeling hers. Oh, I see 4 people without them.
What a
Such
loser.
So if you head on over to the rookandtheraven.com and you use our code D8 Dungeon at the end of your checkout, you will get yourself 15% off, saving you a little bit of moolah, and you get some fancy accessories. We get a little bit of credit for that. And that helps us keep making the things that we are making, and planning the things that we are planning, and doing the things that we are going to be doing. Maybe. Yes, definitely. There's so much planned for the rest of this year. And if you liked Rise of the Forsaken, we have an episode of our podcast, Romance in the Dungeon, coming out on Friday. Brand new episode 11. And aptly titled Rise and Go Now.
Yay!
To Cove.
10 out of
To
10.
go. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, and we will see you then.
Yay! Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.